Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
All right, welcome to the KVJ Atsp podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
All right, here we go. A little extra time here today.
Oh my God!
What's wrong?
Oh my God.
Somebody scare you?
Yes.
You thought Virginia just wasn't going to make the podcast today?
Did you even get it on camera?
I don't know, has suits.
I don't think she did.
I don't know if we did, no.
Because he probably has it on Kevin the whole time.
Yeah. Virginia loves doing these pranks that never get any kind of footage.
I just do them for myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time you do that, you got to tell me first so I know it's coming.
Sorry.
You gotta coordinate,
I just
dog.
heard Jason screaming while Kevin was intro.
Yeah.
She hid behind her little desk area and then jumped out at me.
Yeah.
I'm the easiest person to scare/murder.
And the funnest.
I'll give you a reaction.
Well, welcome to it.
Jeez.
If you missed the end of the regular show, we were talking about checking out of hotels. Do you need to or not? Because Jaber got this crazy double bill that he's trying to figure out. And somebody said, I work at a hotel, and you do not need to check out. We'll be happy to help decipher your bill if you need that. But you don't need to just go on your way. So I'm like, that's cool, because that's pretty much what I do. I'm out. They say if you let me know the hotel name, Jaber, the price per night, and the dates of your stay, along with your total charges, that maybe they can help you out. So.
I appreciate that. I think I got it covered. I'll take care of it. But I appreciate the help.
Cool. All right. There you go.
Yes.
I think they made a mistake, honestly.
It sounds like they did.
Yeah, it sounds like they charge me twice a night or something, because it works out. I'm doubled. I think that's what it is. But if not, who knows? Or I threw a bed out the window when I was sleepwalking.
Let me see. Somebody else talking about, we're discussing also in Oregon, the legalization of recreational marijuana. And there's a narcotics officer from the state that is now talking to politicians here in Florida. It's going to be something that's going to be heating up. I think for the ballot's going to be coming up in 2020. I don't know exactly where we are with trying to get it on. I know some people are trying to get the petitions necessary. And, he was stating some of the problems with it. More people at work were, having positive drug tests. He called it gateway drug. Basically, he didn't use that language on it, but that was kind of it. And on Twitter, South Florida Rob hit us and said, how nice of you guys to promote drug use. I've been a cop for 25 years, and everything you shaming the narcotics officer for is completely true. I have no agenda. I'm still working in law enforcement. Your argument of its harmlessness is a lie. So there you go. So it is a fight that will continue for a while.
It's bringing in a lot of money, first of all, for these states that are doing it. So that's a positive. And if you do it responsibly, and that's what we mean, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's no more harmful than alcohol. I think alcohol is way worse, and that's legal.
I completely agree that alcohol is way worse. I don't care if you drink or you smoke. I think you should do both of them responsibly, and that's what when we talk about alcohol too. We don't want young kids doing that, but we don't do a kids show either.
And the thing that I saw, there are a couple things that just seems like they definitely need to get corrected. And this isn't even, stumping for the legalization of it, but they've got it classed in the same category as your heroin. And that just doesn't seem like, just from the stories I see and the things I've seen firsthand, doesn't seem like the right thing. So you got to recategorize that first to start off with, because it is not categorized right.
We need to get
it right.
Ricky Williams stumping and telling you, based on his experience and his pain and his life. Like, just when you hear somebody like that I respect and trust, talking about how when he played in the NFL, they were always pushing opiates on him, which is a guaranteed gateway to heroin. And he wanted to do marijuana instead because it's a better alternative for your body. Ricky is very much into body, mind, soul, zenness, and being healthy.
Well, and there's a lot of controversy around it because I think a lot of people have different perspectives from it. There's people who just smoke weed and sit on a couch and do nothing with their life. But again, I think that might be more of a personality thing. I know a lot of people who smoke weed and are some of the busiest people. I also know that it's not for everybody when it comes to pain. It makes them feel weird, and I understand that and I respect that. But for some people, it has been proven to help them with certain ailments. And it's going to be like this for everybody. There are going to be people who don't agree with drinking. There are going to be people who don't agree with pill popping or prescription pills or weed or any of this stuff.
I agree with all of that.
It's going to be different. But some people really can't go through life completely stone cold sober if they've got a legit ailment.
Okay. Well, it'll be a big discussion that I'm sure we're going to hear a lot more of as it all kind of keeps going and heats up.
I just think the propaganda of trying to scare people doesn't work. That's all I'm saying.
No, and stating the obvious also makes it look kind of silly when you say that people got more dirty drug tests at work when they passed legalized marijuana recreationally. It's like, okay, duh.
Yeah, it's not for everybody, for sure. I get it.
So, yeah, but we'll see what happens with that. I know a lot of people are just like, don't tell me how to live my life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, live my
Yeah,
own
I
life.
really don't give a fuck what you do with your life.
Everybody needs to do what they want to do. And if you have alcohol legal, then marijuana should be legal. Alcohol's way worse.
Talking about living your own life. Rocco having a phone at the age of 4. And this email from Heather says, I'm starting to think it's genius. With technology taking over, I feel like if you're not on top of it, you'll be left behind. So why not let them teach themselves early? Yeah, there you go. There is probably something to that. That's part of the argument you could have on that. Also have Virginia check out the Ring Neighbors app. You can pick the radius from your phone and see all the suspicious camera footage people upload from their home cameras.
Ooh.
You also get alerts from the sheriff's office, too. It's pretty awesome.
I love it.
How about that? That is something.
Ring Radius?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's the Ring Neighbors app.
Ring Neighbors app.
Yeah. Check that out. Yeah, the technology stuff is really kind of crazy. And a lot of these people have these smart homes now. And, everything's all wired together. And they just say something and it happens. And they're like, Alexa, bowl of cereal. And they're like, oh, damn, okay.
We're so connected now.
Yeah.
To the point where, are we a little too connected?
Yeah, I don't know. It's really kind of tough because I'm in this world. I'm not, they have those people, what is it, the first adopters or whatever they call them that jump right on. I think Denny's is more of that. I kind of like sit back and just wait to see what's going to happen because, ever since back in the 80s, I jumped all over beta. I'm like going, fuck that.
Beta.
I got burnt once. You're not going to burn me again, technology.
Man, that was all the rage for about 10 minutes.
Yes. Got me once, fool me once. But I'm just kind of like hanging back and waiting. These smart homes are one of those things. I'm kind of, just kind of chilling, waiting to see what happens. I kind of hang in the middle. I don't ever have the most current iPhone. I have like the second most current iPhone. And these smart homes are one of those things. I'm like, well, it's kind of intriguing and interesting, but is it? And how much of a pain in the ass is it? Well, a new study just found out that criminals can easily hack into smartphones. They can hijack your iPhone or your smart speaker with just a laser pointer. Researchers say that when a laser is directed at the microphone of a smart speaker, these sensitive electronics interpret the light as sound so hackers can remotely give specific commands to the device. Now, of the tested devices, all smart speakers are easily hijacked by lasers. However, the smartphones required additional verification to continue. So the iPhone test revealed it would not follow a command unless a wake word was issued. But what about your smart homes? Could people start, shining a little laser in your window and then, they're like, Alexa, what is my password again? Alexa, what is my PIN number? I don't know. Who knows what they get? But that's all the kind of stuff that.
Alexa, please don't murder me. I'll think about it.
But if you do get murdered in your house, you need to hope the Alexa comes on and like tapes it, because that's happening.
That's that show I tell you guys about. The Hear No Evil is the video. I'm sorry, the audio one, and then the See No Evil is the video stuff. And it shows all of these murderers getting caught, and they have no idea. Either the video brings them down, or the audio one is even more fascinating, because they're killing somebody in the house, and you can hear what they say to the victim, how the whole thing goes down.
It's the best evidence.
And they have no idea it's being recorded. That's what's crazy. And it is very eye-opening of what a murderer does typically. How do they get their victim? What do they say to their victim? Do all of them follow the same type of trend? It's very fascinating.
Yeah, they've got a case going on in South Florida right now where it looks at least, this guy killed this woman, and then, so they're going to be going for whatever listening device they had. I can't remember if it was a video game or if it was an Alexa or something like that, but it's happening here in South Florida. They're subpoenaing that information to try to hear what happened at the time of the murder.
It's crazy, though, the ways we're being recorded, and you don't realize stuff's being recorded.
Yeah. No, it really is. That's just it. I mean, you're not going to be able to get away with anything anymore. I mean, it's really tough.
It's tougher.
Yeah,
it's tough to murder, which it should be.
You're completely right. With all the DNA and all of the...
I love it. I think it's amazing, and I think that the more cameras we have, the more people can't get away with crap, it's better.
Well, think about if you're one of those serial killers or one of those murderers that killed somebody in the 70s or 80s, and you're seeing all of these stories pop up, and you got away with it. Every knock at the door, every phone call, you don't know what this shit's going down. And good.
You're right.
You should be scared.
You should be nervous.
Yes.
I want you to be in fear.
But you know what, Virginia?
What?
Some of us like the challenge.
Can we play that on the podcast, or is that sound effect going to get us kicked off YouTube? Is that copywritten?
For less than 15 seconds.
All right, cool.
They can suck it. Engineer Keith went into great detail about Dexter, about the serial killer, seasons 1 through 8. I won't give you all of his pinings on it, but...
No, read us all 9 paragraphs.
Yeah, it's very lengthy.
I can see it through the light.
You put a lot of time into this. But I get it. I've had that kind of show thing too, and he's like, they should have just ended at season 7 probably, and blah, 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 da, 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 da. But yeah, I mean, that is kind of the interesting thing with a lot of these shows that go on, is you ever seen like a whole series and you're just going, no, like, gosh, what are they doing?
Yes.
I want to go back. It was almost a perfect, because, now... that's kind of the interesting thing about where our entertainment is to where I grew up as a kid. We just had these aimless shows that when they signed off, it really wasn't ever. It was just like, it just stopped being on. Now shows have got this. I'm into Power right now, and I'm watching that. They just had their mid-season finale, and it's not going to be back on until January 5th. And so there was a major, oh my goodness, cliffhanger kind of like thing that's going on here. And so, I was kind of reading all the comments of it, and yeah, it's kind of weird. I had the same thing with Game of Thrones and even Dexter. I quit Dexter. I can't remember what season it was. It's been years now, but it was at some point where I quit it. I liked it. I'm glad I did, because I knew what the final episode was, and that's where she's like, that doesn't make any sense.
That's how you go with True Blood. We were so into it. It got stupid.
Yeah.
We thought it was awesome the first couple seasons. I think these writers, they got a couple seasons in them, and then they forget, like, oh, we don't have any more ideas.
Well, the one thing that I keep seeing, and people will not forgive it, and writers just have to get this through their head, because this is happening with Power. I read some comments about that one of the head dudes like going, it seemed out of character for him. I saw that in Game of Thrones with Queen, Mother of Dragons. They're like, oh, wait, what that?
Out of character stuff.
Out of character stuff in one episode. One episode, she's one thing. The next episode, she comes back, and she's like a completely different person.
You're like, wait a minute.
That was a big knock on The Office as well. Seasons 8 and 9, all of these beloved characters that you see grow and go through a journey. They start doing these weird, wonky things that they normally would not do.
That's just the one thing you can't do. These writers have to get. You have to be like, and I think what happens is, because of budgets and where they are in the story, they're like, okay, we've got to have a catalyst to get to this point, and we don't have the time to develop the character the way that we should, so let's just have them do this. But that's just it. We get into these characters. We feel these characters. You know, these characters are like friends of ours. And if all of a sudden one of our friends, if like Jason came in here and he's like going, I had the best salad today. And he's like, and you're like going,
he has his life together.
Yeah, or
he just bought like a brand new car.
All right, okay. I can hear the insults getting not from you, Kevin.
Yeah, okay.
You were making a pretty good point.
Yes.
It's Sanicki. She always goes too far.
I know. So would you come in here and then we try to like wrap up the show and you're just like, wait, what? Like, I don't get it. Like, why did he spent 12 years on this show acting one way, and all of a sudden in just one episode, I'm supposed to buy that he's this way? And, you know, they're doing that in a lot of the writing things. That's the one thing I would tell writers. You've got to stay true to these characters. You know, unless it's just at the end, they were putting on this act the entire time. Now, that would be fun.
Make sense.
If you had a character for 5 seasons, you thought they were this, and then at the end, they're that mysterious, like when they bought it the entire time.
That's a deliberate thing.
That's a deliberate twist. But some of these things are almost to that extent where you're like going, was the person just acting that way the entire time? This makes no sense. So, yeah, so you're getting that. And boy, I was reading, you know, kind of the one thing for where Power is, and I thought they'd done some good stuff. And you just, in one episode, there were some things that, you know, when you start reading other people's comments, you're going, yeah, I didn't think about that. To me, a lot of times, you know, this is the kiss of death. People are like going, that was corny. Corny seems to be one of those descriptions for writing in a show that you're just, if you had to say what's the worst thing that you could say, predictable's bad too, but corny I think is the worst. And especially for a show like Power, you know, it's supposed to be authentic, gritty. Corny is about the worst thing you could say.
I thought I started getting corny a while ago. I was really into Power.
Yeah.
There was one little, a couple things that happened and that annoyed me. A little too
Yes.
Excuse me, too many coincidences for me.
No, I hear you. Yeah, and some things just don't seem believable when they paint like they've got this major roadblock that they're going through. This is one of the things I hate in shows too. They're like going, oh my gosh, like this is the like you can't get over this hurdle, and then all of a sudden somebody comes in and says, yeah, if you just turn testimony on this guy, yeah, you can just walk out today. And they're like, wait, this guy supposedly killed 25 people, and you're gonna just give me a tip, and and then they show them 5 minutes later, and they're driving their car down the street, and you're like, wait, what?
I hear you. That's kind of what happened, Virginia.
Yeah.
Wake up, Virginia.
I'm listening.
I gotta tell you, you know, there's nothing better than the real thing. This story out of Mexico is freaking crazy, and it's not any writing; it's real life. 9 women, children slaughtered Monday.
I've been thinking about this a lot.
Drug related?
I saw all the details of it.
It's so layered and twisted. I don't even know really what it is. You know, I'm kind of keeping an eye on it because, you know, I got a buddy of mine that's from Mexico City. He and his wife, they're legit Mexicanos, not like my fake Mexican I'm married to. And, you know, we're talking about going to Mexico City, which I think is still safe and I'm not worried about because this is a different part of the country. But, yeah, it's these people that now they're like maybe part of that Nixivum, what is that alleged sex cult is out there, and maybe they're part of it. 3 moms and 6 kids were killed in Monday's violence in the northern town of Sonora. They're believed to have been the victims of a drug cartel, which may have mistaken the group's caravan of 3 SUVs for a rival drug cartel. And so maybe that's why it happened. But yeah, now they're thinking the other added little twist is that maybe they're actually part of the sex cult on top of it. And there's some maybe trafficking going on with that. So it's like, whoa, wait, what?
Oh.
Yeah. They say.
I heard it was like a religious thing, but I heard it was part of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I didn't hear Nexium.
Yeah, part of a Mormon community. Yeah, that was another little wrinkle I heard. So who knows what's going on with this?
I think they were people that are like from Mexico that also have
dual citizenship. Yeah.
And so they prefer to live in Mexico, but they were traveling. I mean, it's unsafe. They knew it was unsafe because they're traveling in a caravan with 3 of them together. And I guess the last car had kind of fallen behind the caravan, and they attacked the last car first.
Yeah.
And that's the one with the mom and like 6 kids in it. Then they torched it and burned the whole thing out. It's just messed up.
It's different level stuff.
There's 2 kids 3 kids that survived. One of them was a baby that survived because the mother took the baby and shoved the baby like under the back seat.
Yeah.
And she got out to distract them, and they shot her to death, and then they didn't even find the baby.
Yeah.
She put the baby
Wow.
under the seat, and that's how the baby lived.
It sounds like a movie kind of thing, doesn't it?
It's sad and,
It's
and horrible.
yeah, it is. It's crazy.
But if it's that dangerous there that you can only travel by caravan, like, what are you doing there? If you have dual citizenship and you know it's a hostile territory and you're a parent, I don't think it's responsible to have your children there. If you obviously have the means and you have the dual citizenship, why wouldn't you come back to the States where it's safer and you don't have to travel in caravans like that, and you don't have to fear for drug cartels torching your children?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, was it a mission thing that they're doing? I don't understand what's the point of them being there and what are they doing? I know that we do get that story that and just a lot of churches have missionaries for whatever your faith is, and I've heard stories from Christian missionaries in other countries that they get, and headhunters get them, and there are a lot of them that don't make it back alive.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Imagine that you're there to go help, and then you are caught in this fucking world of torture and murder.
No, there's harrowing stories. I mean, some of these missionaries do have balls on them, and that's a fast. You could actually do a special on that, because I remember when I was a kid, because my first church was it's Christian and Missionary Alliance was the name of it, so they were big in the missionary thing, and they'd always come back and they'd tell these stories of like getting into China and hiding in buses and things like that, and the military trying to hunt them down and people shooting at them, and I was like, well, that's kind of exciting stuff. I mean, it's, it was crazy things, that they were trying to do that was over there. So maybe that had something to do with, what they were part of, if it was, a Mormon thing. But but missionaries are always meeting.
They were showing the
bad ends.
compound in Mexico where they lived, and it did not appear to be a missionary type situation where they're going. Like, it looked like a compound where they lived.
Okay.
And like it was built up, like it was nice, it was fortified, like.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't imagine why you would leave the safety of a fortified area with your children, and you have to caravan because it's so unsafe. Like, there is no freaking way.
Yeah, well, a lot of times you have groups with it. My buddy Pastor Sean, he was talking about one time he wound up like laying face down in a ditch with I think it was in Mexico, and they had guys federales that had their guns on them, and for whatever reason decided to let them go. But it's the kind of stuff where there have been some situations where some people have they put you in a ditch and just
and
gun
I get
you down.
it. If you're over there doing missionary work and you're a full-grown adult and you've made that choice, great. But to put your children in that scenario and all those babies that died, I just don't think it's very smart parenting.
Well, that's part of. I mean, Tim Tebow was a missionary baby in the Philippines, and these kids, they grow up in it. Their parents, when they're missionaries, they have kids, and the kids are over there in it, and so they're just like, this is part of it. We believe in our cause enough that we risk our lives and even our kids' lives to spread the word of what we believe.
Let's just say we're in another place, okay? We're all together, all 5 of us, Denny's and Suits included. The van breaks down, and all of a sudden, holy shit, a van full of guys in machine guns, they take us hostage. What is our move? Because I think I know what we should do. I say we immediately fight back right away. I think if we go get,
They've got machine guns?
I think they're gonna kill us anyway. Why prolong it? Let's go down fighting when they least expect it.
I don't know. I'm going to assess first.
They come up, they're like, get in the van, you witch.
I'm like, you know me?
That's just
So you fight them right then and there?
I think.
If they've got a gun in your face, there's no way for you to fight them.
There's
no way.
There's a gun in your face, but they're kind of coming at you. You have a little bit of time to react.
Can I run? Because I know I can run faster than Suits.
I can run faster than Suits, too. And it's the slowest one. Suits, all day, he's been really getting it.
Yeah, I think I get you guys ginned up about attacking back as I get ready to run.
You trick me. You fire me up.
I'm like, yeah, that's a great idea.
Bert, come on, you can do this.
Yeah, you can do this. I know you got this. You take this guy.
You take the big guy.
Yeah.
That'd be an honor to die for y'all to get away.
I don't know. I'd want to assess. And they say don't ever let them take you to a second location.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the second location is probably where you're going to die.
And it probably in a worse way, too.
But if they've got a Uzi in your face, what the hell are you supposed to do?
Okay, the scenario changes. It's machetes now.
I fight.
You got to fight right away.
I fight a machete.
Right away.
If there's a group of us and they've got machetes, I try to fight.
I just start screaming and howling and just start throwing dirt and all kinds of shit at
Well,
them.
I've got a blade in my purse, so let's go.
I don't know, man.
I mean, the world's it really is. It's a crazy place. I mean, when you get out there, I mean, I was reading that one blog of these guys. They had gone, I can't remember where it was, but they were kind of like giving some tips, and they wound up in a life or death type of situation. They said, always have cigarettes. They say in most countries, it is the best commerce that you have. If you can barter and trade and give with cigarettes, like you can win somebody over, you can buy your life basically with cigarettes. And that's how they had a situation where they're like, hey, cigarettes. And the guys, and they're like, so everybody, they had a word for it. They didn't speak the right language. The other guys had guns. They were basically dead meat. They could have done whatever they wanted to them, and there's going to be no repercussions. And they had cigarettes, and they got out of it.
Oh, I'll get the guy. Here, sir, here's cigarettes. Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I give him my ciggies, and he shoots me.
It might, but that could happen still. But, maybe you that's it. People love ciggies.
If we are captive, do we try to talk to them, try to talk our way out of it?
A lot of times you have a different language.
Let's say for this scenario,
They say the best thing you can do is become a human to your captors. Like, if you have like any kind of religious beliefs that you think that they might share with you. Like if you're in Mexico, everybody there is Christian, so you definitely try to pretend like you're a Christian.
So if
you're in Islam, you don't pretend like you're a Christian.
But so Kevin would have to say like the Proverbs first, and then would have to repeat them after him.
Yes, we would put Kevin in front and be like, "We love the Bible. Tell him, Kevin."
Because all I know is I've got 4 corners on my bed. I got 4 angels at its head: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Bless his bed that I lay on. And I don't know if that's going to be okay. I don't think that's going to. I don't think that's going to work.
I like
That's
that.
all I got.
That's all you got.
If your captors begin to like you and feel sorry for you, that's what they say is a good thing. You want to make friends with your captors.
Do you try to make him laugh though? Do you try to put the wit and the charm?
You do
on?
magic.
Yeah, do you do magic?
I don't know.
Do you try to charm?
Everyone
You
hates
might
magic.
get shot first.
I think magic's a terrible move.
Kill him before he knows the done of the trick.
This isn't the 80s.
Yeah, magic.
People realize magic is dumb.
Magic rubs a lot of people the wrong way. It makes them feel uneasy.
I really didn't want to kill you, but you did magic.
Now I'm going to kill you and your friends.
Yes. You made me do this.
Thanks, bird.
I'm not doing no magic.
Okay, that's our pact. If we get kidnapped, we can't do magic.
But we all do have to come up, just in any scenario, we all have to have a look that we all can kind of, without even saying a word, we know we have to go in and attack together. You see what I'm saying? Like, let's say the captors have us and we can't talk. We have to be able to communicate with a look. Mm-hmm. What is that look?
Act like you farted.
I mean, okay.
What if you really just farted?
Then
You gotta
and
hold
I will be. I mean, I am going to. This is going to be a constant dumping in my pants.
Dead guys with machetes.
You'll
yeah.
think that's a bad idea because you'll think that's the ghost signal. I'll be legitimately shitting my pants. Kevin said go. No, I just shit my pants.
I gotta feel there'll be
don't
5
go.
people farting. There'll be a lot of farting. I think we'll all be scared.
Yeah, okay, that's a bad idea. That's not the go signal. Yeah.
We need a safe word too. So, like, if someone ever calls you and says, "We have Virginia," I'll be able to tell you tell them the safe word.
Just know, if I ever say llama to you guys, that means shit has gone wrong.
But you say that on the radio all the time. That can't be your safe word.
So if I get a text message, okay, we're in Orlando this weekend, and I am gone, and you get a voicemail from me, and I'm in some trunk somewhere, llama, 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 Virginia, llama, llama, llama. You're not gonna.
I mean, I'm gonna come look for you, I guess.
But you're not alarmed with that? That doesn't say I'm in danger?
Yeah, I guess it does say
Okay,
danger
all right,
for you.
all
Yeah.
right.
Why are you in the trunk? Who put you in there?
I don't know. Motherfucking, I got what's that thing? When they put the thing on your lips? Chloroformed.
Oh, chloroform. Did you see the video of that guy that goes, "I don't think this chloroform shit works," and he chloroformed himself, and he falls
Went
over.
right out.
Went right out.
Is it real?
It looks real to me.
Is it real? On YouTube?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure she is.
Or TikTok.
TikTok. She loves this TikTok.
Oh, Kevin, TikTok is so fun.
Oh, you love it, huh?
I bond with my children.
You just can't get enough of
It's
it.
so good.
Yeah, well, the Chinese love getting all your info.
Oh, that's fine. I got no secrets. Take me, Chinese.
We got her.
I love your food.
She loves
When
it.
you take me, will you bring some egg rolls?
Yeah, I don't really. I mean, I know everyone is freaked out about everyone listening, but I really don't have anything to hide.
Yeah, whatever I'm doing, I talk about on the radio.
I really do. Yeah, in fact, I talk too much on the radio. I have too much information out there.
Zero secrets.
Do you have any secrets, Kev?
I'm not going to tell you.
Well,
And
do
it
you-
wouldn't be a secret.
Well, you don't have to tell me what it is, but would you say you have a secret?
I think we all have secrets.
There's some truth to that.
We all have
Like
secrets.
Kevin don't have no secrets.
We all do have some secrets.
He's just
though.
trying to come off mysterious right now.
I think it's working. I don't know. It's got me.
You don't know what I've done.
He's right though. We all. All right.
So this today might be bummed out that I guess Gloria Estefan is not going to be doing the Super Bowl halftime show. Apparently Jay-Z even asked her, and she said it was too high stress. She didn't want anything to do with it.
Good for her.
Yeah.
She's slowing down. She's doing what she wants to do.
Yeah.
I respect
So
it.
don't go blaming Jay-Z and crushing the NFL when you're like, "This is so dumb, they didn't have Gloria Estefan." She's been given the chance.
How old is she?
It's her call.
I'm gonna find out how old do you think she is? If you had to guess.
65.
That sounds good. I'm going 63.
Ooh, Kevin wins 62.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of these rockers and musicians, they perform up until they're in their 80s now. It's different time. People are going far.
No, I know. Look at the Rolling Stones, Kiss, The Who.
Yeah, Kiss is in their 70s, man.
Yeah, they are. And they're not ending this tour anytime soon.
They're not. They said they're going to retire, but they're not.
Only
retiring.
death is going to stop
You're
this tour.
right.
All right.
And even then, I don't know.
They have
Is that a
those-
challenge?
They've
Yeah,
got
even then.
They've got the Kiss coffins too.
Gene Simmons probably has it so he'll be embalmed and then just put on stage. There'll be like a lifeless Gene Simmons lowered down from the ceiling.
Well, I've heard Paul Stanley talk about it before. He's like, we're trying to make this like a football team, like a dynasty. When we leave, we're passing the torch to the younger generation. They're going to...
I
Because he
know.
wants to
That's
still
not
make
gonna
the
work.
money.
Yeah, so
It's not gonna work.
It's going to be the demon, but it'll be a different demon now.
I mean, already, like, their songs are old as hell.
Yeah.
Like, I think the last time they really had a new song was 96.
I mean, I went to that Kiss run. I'm so glad I'm out of it.
Yeah, it's a tough place to be, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I had to go through it.
Yeah, we all do. We all have to have our rough patches. That is
I
life.
think I was very depressed during that Kiss phase. I think I was going through something.
It'll drive you into depression. There is no doubt about it. So, this interesting numbers. Sunday Night Football was tops in the ratings this last week. And that's just one NFL game. And that beat Game 7 of the World Series. So the best thing that baseball has lost to just any other week in the NFL.
I didn't really even watch the World Series that much, and I am a baseball fan.
Yeah.
I tried to watch it. I was trying to get into it. I just really, for some
Did
reason,
terrible.
this year I couldn't get into it.
Yeah,
so maybe I'm not a baseball fan.
Yeah, you're not alone. A lot of
I
people
love
did not.
baseball. I just gotta change. Virginia, wake up! Virginia, wake up!
I'm sorry. I really did fall asleep that time.
Yeah.
Not exaggerating.
Yeah, I think she did. Her eyes rolled back.
All right, well, let's get Mama out of here then.
Oh man, fucked up the podcast.
He's got to go to
Me?
bed.
You're the one that brought up baseball, you dick.
Kevin did. He's the dick.
And now the dick's shutting it down. All right, you guys enjoy your Wednesday. Boy, look at this. We're almost at the weekend.
I
Wow.
know.
Craziness, huh?
You better prepare, Mama. Friday night's gonna knock you on your ass.
I am not ready. I got to do something. I don't know what it is, but I got to do something. I am
It's
not
coming.
ready. This is a pirate party, and I am just limping.
We drink rum.
Oh yeah, no.
Look.
You better be prepared.
All right, you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.